Yo, what up?
Yo.
It's your boys and more guys. We back.
We is back.
Time for all the character endings. Endings. Make sure you subscribe to our boy Life and Death, because apparently we haven't, even though we did last video.
We did already. But
Subscribe
twice.
Yeah.
Life and Death. We're hooking you up.
Looks like First Man's Aquaman.
Aquaman. Crazy.
Victory over Superman was only the beginning of Aquaman's rise to power. Uniting the world's oceans under the banner of Atlantis, Aquaman had a controlling interest in the planet's ecology and economy.
Is that right?
His influence did not escape the attention of the world's multinational corporations, who looked to end his reign. Villains lured by the promise of big money to assassinate the king of Atlantis pursued him relentlessly.
This smallest gun.
But Aquaman's popularity
big
served
ass
him well.
silencer.
The world's citizens rose up in anger against those who would quell Aquaman's influence.
So he just became
the threat abated. A groundswell of support began for a united Earth under Aquaman's command.
So he just became Superman.
He became the leader. Yeah, because what even is...
Superman's defeat did not work to Ares' advantage as he had planned. The heroes of the parallel dimension helped this world's Batman build a conflict-free utopia that left the war god famished. On the brink of death, Ares managed to imprison Brainiac 5. He forced Brainiac to create a time loop beginning with the other dimensional heroes' arrival and ending just before their victory. In this pocket of time, Ares flourished. Endless war was his to savor.
So he just lives in Brainiac's one of his little ball things.
By advertising on YouTube, I catch the eye of my ideal customers at the right
instead of the real life or whatever, where he's gonna fucking die.
Superman had been a fool to believe Bane would willingly accept a subordinate role in the One Earth government. With the High Counselor out of the way, true leadership could begin.
Yeah.
Bane found in Sinestro and Black Adam inspiring examples of ruthless, absolute authority. They reciprocated his regard for their talents. The three former villains regained control of the planet and formed a ruling triad that would be uninterrupted until the next phase of Bane's plans.
Didn't take them out too, I guess.
Yeah, what the hell? These are whack.
She didn't say it, but it said, though they lack intelligence. Did she say that?
Following the battle to liberate Earth,
right
Batman learned that Luthor had bequeathed his massive fortune to Bruce Wayne. He now had the means to rebuild Gotham and Metropolis.
He's like, damn, money?
The city's residents, inspired by their heroes' efforts, adopted the slogan, "We are Batman." They contributed countless hours to their community's renovation
Yeah, I noticed
and crime prevention.
this one is like canon.
The Batman of old would have stubbornly assumed these tasks alone. The post-One Earth Batman, having been rewarded for his trust in others, enjoyed his city's renewal and his role as its benefactor.
In Injustice 2, in the Metropolis area, there's like construction in the back, and it says Luthor and Wayne on it.
The defeat of Superman taught Black Adam one thing. Most of Earth's denizens were too weak to adopt Kahndaq's visionary form of government. He returned to his homeland with a new plan. Combining their energies, Black Adam and his Empress Isis created a mystical barrier around Kahndaq. There they reigned in peace, their country an oasis in the wasteland of human civilization. A true oasis once Black Adam had destroyed all other life on Earth.
He said, fuck it, everyone dies but Kahndaq. Alright. Oh, there's Superman. They have a gun trained on his heart.
Superman had paid for what he had done to Catwoman. Feigning allegiance to his regime had cost Selina her beloved Batman and her best chance at happiness.
Got him.
Pride and anger kept her from attempting reconciliation with Bruce Wayne, but his inspiring reconstruction of Gotham and Metropolis fostered in her a desire to remain close to him. Until she was ready to approach him again, she did her part to keep Gotham's streets clear of crime. Nascent underworld organizations had both the Bat and the Cat to fear.
So she just became Batman too.
There you go, multiple endings. Have the same type shit.
That's what I'm talking about.
After Superman's defeat, Cyborg led the assault on the Fortress of Solitude, to flush out remnants of the High Counselor's regime. The fortress was well defended, the battle intense. Cyborg was forced to use unfamiliar Kryptonian tools to make repairs to his damaged cybernetics. Enhanced with the alien technology, Cyborg found he could communicate with Superman's androids and order them to apprehend the opposition. With his army of super androids, Cyborg will bring justice to the world.
Pretty cool.
What the hell?
I guess Superman just had androids, I guess. The fuck? It's always like a Superman robot or something.
With Superman's regime toppled, new governments formed to take its place. New governments meant new customers for Deathstroke, and business was booming. Soon there were more assassinations to carry out, revolutions to aid, and unrest to create than he could manage on his own. The One Earth regime's elite troopers, having committed atrocities in Superman's name, had gone into hiding from a populace bent on revenge. Impossible for most to find, but not for Deathstroke. Recruiting these renegades, he formed the New Titans, the world's premier political assassins.
Looking at, so he's obsessed with the Teen Titans for.
Chill.
Under Superman's control, Doomsday eradicated the remaining
what is he using the computer?
Holy shit.
Technology in the abandoned fortress.
He isn't
Can he
stupid.
Can he do that?
It
Yeah, he
soon
probably can.
resembled
He's
prehistoric Krypton.
Kryptonian
At
and
last,
shit.
it
I know
felt
he's like
home.
made from Kryptonian or whatever.
After a
That's why he's
few
OP,
years of
like-
exterminating humanity at his leisure, however,
Leisure.
Doomsday needed a challenge.
What is
Having
that, Space
assimilated
Blade?
Superman's ability to fly, he headed for a nearby space sector.
After
He had
learns
heard
how to fly.
rumors of an opponent worthy of his attention. A Caesarian mercenary with a taste for violence.
What the fuck is that?
He started blasting during the cutscene. He's like, fuck, I don't got time to lose.
He's like, what the fuck is that? So he terraformed and destroyed all life on Earth and went to go fight Lobo.
Flash had taken down the High Counselor, but the atrocities he had abetted during Superman's regime continued to haunt him. His shame eventually drove him into exile.
Alright.
Whether wishing to make further amends or simply unable to stop himself, Flash continued to use his powers in the pursuit of justice. Rumors of a mysterious red streak of energy that would set upon and incapacitate criminals circulated throughout Central City. While only some deduced his true name, most felt gratitude and affection for the new hero they called the Ghost.
What? Do they just not know what the Flash is?
Yeah,
Isn't
what?
he from Central City?
Yeah.
After the fall of Superman, Green Arrow visited the Star City of this parallel Earth. His
that where he's
counterpart
from,
was
Star
one of the
City?
first heroes to fall in the battle against Superman, one of the first to object to the Man of Steel's new tactics and reasoning.
Like, we know, like,
A
fuck this
memorial
shit.
erected in Star City's Orchid Bay served as a reminder of the need to fight oppression regardless of
The
the
shit's always on
odds.
fire. It's kind of cool. Like,
There, Green Arrow found that one citizen wasn't content to memorialize Oliver Queen in stone. With Green Arrow's training, a new archer, dressed in crimson, took up the fallen hero's
cool.
mantle.
What's his name?
Let Star City's
Speedy?
criminals
Speedy?
beware.
What's his name?
The night belongs to Red Arrow.
He's in Teen Titans.
Oh,
What's his name?
yeah, but I think he's different. Just like Aqualad and
Right,
Aquaboy.
Mere
Yes,
days
okay.
after
We've seen this
returning to
before.
his Earth, Green Lantern, in an event mirroring his ascension to the core,
Well, he's the one
witnessed
that gives
crash
him the
landing
ring.
of an
That's
alien
the same
ship.
dude?
Investigating the wreckage, he encountered the,
same motherfucker?
pilot.
Oh yeah, because
Yeah,
he's like,
that's why
whoever
he's
wanna
like-
give me the ring.
But
And
this
he's like,
Abin wore no power ring and referred to him in halting breaths as the Almighty One. Green Lantern tried to convince the alien of their past, that Abin Sur had named Hal Jordan his successor as the Green Lantern
Maybe
of
he's being
Sector
racist.
2814.
He's just the same type of
Yes,
alien.
I know,
The
for
alien
real.
died from
You
his
were there the
wounds
other
before
day.
Lantern could
What?
learn more of him.
He must have looked just
Lantern
like
left
him.
immediately for Oa. The Guardians were his only hope of solving this mystery.
This one is like the lamest one so far.
Yeah.
This,
Green Lantern one?
Give more questions than they answer.
It's not lame. It's just sort of whack that just more answers.
Yeah, it's just, well, that's what I mean.
Like
sounds
it's
cool.
yeah, it's sort of too cool for an ending because you want to see what happens.
The defeat of Superman filled Harley with confidence. She knew what she was capable of and knew what she wanted. She traveled to the Visitor's Earth and freed the Joker from prison. Returning to her world, they married in a ceremony that set Gotham ablaze. At the reception, the cake-cutting ceremony took a gruesome turn. As her new husband playfully mashed her face into the cake, years of abuse took its toll. Something in Harley snapped. She used the ceremonial knife to slash Joker's throat.
What the fuck?
Still wearing her wedding gown, Harley now resides permanently in Arkham Asylum.
Pearl. Wait, so same thing happened. She went to a different Joker, realized she don't like his ass.
Free of his brainwashing, Hawkgirl exacted revenge on the High Counselor for murdering her husband, Hawkman. She was nevertheless sent to prison for her role in the regime. One night, she awoke hovering above her cot, glowing with eldritch light. An instant later, she stood at the bottom of a shallow crater. There, she found the source of the light, a meteorite of pure nth metal. As she touched it, the meteorite sprung to life, encasing her in nth metal. The new armor made Hawkgirl invincible. Her first act, vengeance against those who had helped Superman capture Hawkman.
So did that actually happen? I thought that was a dream.
For real. Whose skull is that?
Though he had failed to elevate the Joker clan's status, Joker was convinced a similar organization could be successful in his dimension.
What? Why is he smiling?
Joker used a series of devastating terrorist acts to frighten the populace, then convinced the more gullible among them that he was the path to security. The new Joker clan soon had millions of members worldwide and committed regular anti-government attacks, wreaking havoc on the global economy.
Doing more Joker shit.
He became Joker King.
Killer Frost reveled in her victory, but her overconfidence betrayed her. Seizing the opportunity, agents of Star Labs captured her.
Star Labs? Oh, you don't want to be stuck there.
Power in order to fortify the world's polar ice caps. But Star Labs underestimated Frost's abilities. Turning on her captors, she froze their facility, and eventually the entire Western Hemisphere. The survivors now struggle to overthrow the self-proclaimed.
She turned them on. That's what she said. She turned on them.
I'm still turned on.
Damn,
a win against this world's Superman was greatly satisfying, but its aftermath would be sweeter still. Luthor had traveled to this dimension to convince its residents that he was their Luthor, who had miraculously survived the High Counselor's globally televised attack on him. Beloved before, the triumphant Luthor was now worshipped. He was elected president of the United States,
Statue of Liberty for
but soon looked to further consolidate his
power. He got that Lex light.
Made her kryptonite shit.
Bro. Damn, what you doing, Nightwing?
Nightwing had beaten his former boss, Superman, in single combat. Not even Batman had done that. His thirst for conflict grew. He began challenging anyone who crossed his path. Nightwing's belligerence eventually drew the attention of Sinestro. His corps was always in need of new recruits, and the young human seemed able to inspire great fear. Sinestro had his suspicions confirmed when a yellow power ring found its way onto Nightwing's finger.
Forget that's how it works. The ring has to, like, find you.
Yeah.
You can't just be like, let me join.
Winning the battle with Superman cost Raven dearly. The amount of demonic energy required overwhelmed her. After regaining consciousness, she looked around warily.
Damian Wayne.
Her immediate surroundings were a hellish ruin. Nearby stood her father, Trigon. Raven had summoned him forth during her battle.
Looks like Spawn.
Trigon thanked his daughter. He then summoned an army of demons and set out to destroy the rest of the planet.
Oh, probably. Like, straight up.
And defeated God.
Following the events of the parallel dimension, Shazam's fellow heroes returned home. But an alien virus contracted during the transfer created in them acute mental instability. They turned on their fellow crime fighters in a deranged fury. Alone and desperate, Shazam shared the power of the Word with his adopted brothers and sisters. Their purity of heart gave them courage.
It said they became enraged.
The army of Shazam incapacitated the former heroes. Eventually, they took the place of the Justice League as primary defenders.
I mean, look at the fat one down there. Let's go. They got a fat Shazam.
They all got the same
when
outfit.
Superman's One Earth regime proved to be a failure similar to his on Corrigan,
Sinestro
retreated
made a city
to deep
underwater
space to ruminate on its demise.
Man
Fear had long seemed the most powerful of the emotions with which to bring order to the universe. Yet it had not been enough. Desperate, Sinestro hurled the might of the Sinestro core against the life entity, keeper of the White Power Battery. Ultimately victorious, Sinestro now wielded the power of a White Lantern. No adversary could possibly withstand him. The light of the Green Lantern core would be the first he would extinguish.
They just defeated the being of white light or whatever.
Grundy, born on
the battle over, Grundy eluded capture and returned to his swamp to heal his wounds.
Swamp?
During regeneration, Grundy found he could channel the elemental force of the red. All animal life would bend to his rule.
What?
His increased power also allowed him to resurrect the long-lost Grey Force.
What's the Grey Force?
Now, instead of ruling Earth's creatures, he could simply destroy them. After defeating the world's heroes, Grundy turned Earth into his version of paradise. He now rules over a gray and lifeless planet.
Man awoke the Grey Force.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Speed Force.
Though pleased with the outcome, Superman's battle with his duplicate left him troubled. If one Superman could go so far astray, why not another? Preventative measures were in order. After much discussion with his fellow Justice Leaguers, Superman ingested a remote-release kryptonite capsule. At any sign of instability, the kryptonite would permeate his body, killing him. The question of who could trigger the device was solved democratically. Each week, a different Leaguer would take possession of its remote control. Only Batman was denied a shift.
Why? Because that's the man. All he knows he's gonna kill his ass.
Yeah, because Batman, since he's like, he looked at me weird, man.
What? Yeah, no, but Batman's gonna not kill Superman, but not gonna kill fucking Joker. The Joker kills way more people than fucking.
Probably because they're worried he's gonna make like a duplicate remote, and he's just gonna have one on at all times.
Under the direction
when shit goes wrong.
It doesn't make sense. He could just hack into it.
I know. It's like
powered mortals. All that remained to oppose them was Themyscira. Wonder Woman and her Amazons fought back against the Olympians with unrelenting.
This is like Kratos.
Despite heavy losses, Wonder Woman's forces ultimately prevailed. They took reign as the new Olympians, ushering in an age of peace.
Oh, she just became Kratos, bro. What happened?
Who are those guys?
Those were Thor and all that.
Oh shit, the gods were attacking.
Well, not Thor,
were
fucking
destroyed
Zeus.
by Superman. Some were actually created by him.
Oh.
A technology wizard, Barbara Gordon had eluded detection by One Earth intelligence, feeding information to the insurgency under the code name Oracle. But after the regime's murder of her father, Gotham Police Commissioner James Gordon, Barbara channeled her anger into a new alter ego. Sensing the right opportunity to strike, she attacked Superman directly. By defeating the High Counselor, she had announced Batgirl to the world in impressive fashion.
So she's a crazy ass. That's why she's got.
Yeah, I would say that's why she has knives.
Fucking knives and shit. Look at Lois.
There was no shortage of vendettas during Superman's reign, and no shortage of bounties for Lobo to collect. He became one of the richest men in the universe by assassinating those who ran afoul of the High Counselor. Lobo's already massive ego inflated along with his rising wealth. Lobo searched for an assignment worthy of his abilities. With so many super-powered beings already dead at his hand, however, bounties were scarce. Lobo decided to use his wealth to create his own ultimate contract. He would kill the denizens of New Genesis, home of the new gods.
Who's that?
No, he just don't got Supermans.
He was upset he got Superman dead, I guess.
The fool in the red cape had been dealt with. Now Scorpion would learn how he came to this place. Heretofore, only the sorcerer Quan Chi or the fallen elder god Shinnok could have summoned him. Scorpion's answers appeared in the form of Trigon, who accused Scorpion of deserting Trigon's demon army and stealing from him the glory of besting the High Counselor. The two faced each other in a titanic struggle. Scorpion emerged the victor and assumed control of Trigon's invasion force.
So what does that mean for
Soon
Raven?
this strange new land would
That
be
means he
his to
controls Netherrealm and this shit. And fucking Trigon's army shit. It's over.
Yeah, what does happen to Raven?
Free of the Phantom Zone at last, Zod's first order of business, Superman's defeat, had been accomplished. Now his revenge could be fully
That happened
realized.
after, like, as soon as he
His
escaped.
time in the Phantom Zone had allowed Zod to learn its secrets. He had even learned from one of his fellow residents how to call forth small pockets of it at will. After introducing Superman to its mind-numbing emptiness, Zod claimed the High Counselorship and began to rebuild Earth in the image of mighty Krypton.
So it's some regular Zod shit.
Yeah, regular Zod shit.
Banishing his friend and former teammate Superman to the Phantom Zone was difficult for Jean Jones, but
Jean Jones.
as the One Earth regime had formed, Jean, ever the outsider, had chosen to watch from a distance to bide his time.
He was that
He
old
assumed
man.
the form of an Atlantean and served as royal archivist. Aquaman little suspected that his trusted subject's uncanny ability to gather news of the surface world was the result of telepathic powers. When Jean learned that heroes from a parallel dimension were aiding Batman's insurgency, he assisted as well, leading rescue operations in Metropolis and Gotham after Superman's rampage. In the post-regime era, the Martian Manhunter continued to serve his adopted world, gathering the next generation of heroes to form a new Justice League.
What?
Man, just went and made new Justice League.
Alright.
The defeat of Superman was a relief to Zatanna. During the regime, she and Dr. Fate had taken advantage of Superman's vulnerability to magic and turned the Tower of Fate into a sanctuary for Superman's enemies. She had saved many lives, but years of subterfuge weighed heavily upon her. After the regime's downfall, Zatanna was instrumental in restraining metahumans during their trials. But when a jury recommended the death penalty for the more immutable defendants, Zatanna intervened. She took the prisoners to the Tower of Fate. There they would remain, incarcerated, but alive.
Purdue University Global. Apply now at purdueglobal.edu.
These endings are whack-a-micka
Not very
jack.
good.
Oh, John Kramer?
I feel like the best one was like Green Lanterns because you
Don't
wanted
lie
to
to
know
me.
what.
You're a liar.
That was like the worst one.
So Scorpion's
His
the
is
best
good
one.
because you want to know what
Scorpion fucking
happened.
whooped Trigon's ass. This shit is ultimate.
We'll try on his ass. That was dope. I liked.
Scorpions is just normal.
I liked Deathstrokes. This was cool.
Deathstroke's alright.
Hey, what do y'all mean that what happened with Raiden for Trigon?
What no one mentioned Raven.
Raven.
Oh, they said Raiden. I was like,
Raven. What happened? What happened to her when Trigon's dead?
Shit, she's free, right?
Is that all? Or
She
can't-
just don't got Trigon
Got
controlling
Trigon
her
on his
no more.
ass.
Or are you sure Trigon won't come
At first she was
alive
like,
from her
yes, sir.
fucking-
No, sir. Get off my ass, sir.
Fuck.
Okay.
Alright, trash out of time. Let's go.
Yeah, we done with the Justice one.
No, what Justice.
Justice one. Straight to the dookie pile.
Oh!
We're gonna make a dookie pile and see who would throw it. What games would throw it in. First of all, MK versus DC is like the definition of
To the
dookie.
Phantom.
The Phantom Zone.
The
Those are
Actually,
the ones with
MK vs. DC's in rotation for our MK games, bro.
What?
Oh! Didn't take it off.
Hell no.
Oh no, I'm not doing that again. What if the next shit we do is Injustice?
What?
What if the next game we play we have
Are
to
you
play
putting
is
Injustice
Injustice?
and
No.
Injustice 2 on it?
Oh
But
my
why
God.
MK vs. DC?
Because it has MK.
Shut your bitch
Oh
ass
my
up.
god, I don't want it. What if it's that one? It was like so recent. I don't want to do that.
It
shit.
wasn't
That
that.
shit-
It wasn't
I'm gonna play Joker.
Bro, that shit was before MK9.
That was?
Oh,
Yes.
but we did do the DC version.
Oh, it's because
Yeah.
DC. We did that just before this. I forgot we did that.
That shit is fun.
That game is wacky, dude.
But we're not going to be doing like
play through the whole game again. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just tower and matches. Because matches were fun as fuck on that game. Can't forget about that shit. And the tower, that shit is funny as fuck with Dark Kong. Those matches are funny. And plus, we're gonna have it mixed now, so now it's gonna be actually MK versus DC instead of them separate.
Yeah, the boss character in there, right?
Yeah. And we'll play the bosses.
Darkseid
and Shao Dookie. Shao instant win, bro. Man has literally stun into stun and lose half your health.
That shit was stupid. He completed his combo trials like nothing.
Yeah, and Darkseid has to annihilate your family and you'll complete challenge 10. Looking ass. Man had the most impossible shit. It's not as bad as Scorpion though. Scorpion got the worst one. We never completed Scorpions. Scorpion went to the Shadow Realm.
That's gotta be in our rotation every so often. Give it like another hour to try if it's challenge.
Shit, how about when we do if we do DC one, whichever character we get, we gotta do their tower. I mean their character thing.
Challenge.
Yeah, it's just one.
As long as we haven't done them already, though.
Yeah, and if we've done them, we won't do them again. There's no point.
We did a lot of them though. We almost did like
I was not even.
We did Baracas, didn't we?
No, I think we did Kano's.
For what?
We did Kano's. I thought we tried Baracas because we
for combo trials.
Because him and Deathstroke are the two that have the weapon switch.
Yeah.
Mechanic.
I remember doing.
We did.
I just know we did the bosses.
There's
we
only
did
a couple
3
we
DC.
didn't do.
We just didn't finish.
We did Katana. I don't think we did Liu Kang.
We didn't do Shang Tsung.
I thought we did.
I'm
pretty sure we did.
We did?
Yeah, because he ends a lot of his shit with the teleporters.
I don't remember.
You don't remember?
Yeah, he did that meteor, the fucking meteor slam earthquake shit thing.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I do. Whatever. We'll see.
Okay, hold on.
Put the destruction of the microphone on that like
button.
button.
Put the destruction of death on the microphone. They can't hear me with that shit.
Subscribe, y'all want to see more. Thanks for watching. Catch you on Injustice 2 on the next one. Make sure you hit the bell. Don't miss the video. And we'll catch you on the next one. See you. You don't believe? You don't believe? You don't believe? You don't believe?
Only chilling.
Like and subscribing. Like and subscribing. You better stop believing both.
Big God.
Like.
Nanotechnology.
You better stop believing both.
Big